here. So, and thank you to the organizing committee for allowing me to share my work. So, this presentation has 3 chapters and a conclusion. And I will start with an explanation of the work context by introducing our detector Xenon 2. So, sorry. Xenon 2 is a liquid xenon Compton camera designed for small animal imaging. It uses 3 gamma imaging technique with specific radionuclide to achieve a high image quality similar to a clinical tough bed system. In the first phase of Xenon 2, we aim to reach this quality with low activity levels. And later, we plan to reduce acquisition time to 2 minutes by increasing activity. But this creates a high detector occupancy as too many events are detected at the same time, causing overlap that the system can't separate clearly. And this phenomenon is known as a pile-up event, and it can reduce the accuracy of the measurement. So, to address this, we need to improve the data acquisition system to handle higher event rate and minimize the effect of pile-up. So, Xenon 2 camera use 2 liquid xenon time projection chamber positioned back-to-back and sharing a central cathode. Each gamma ray interacts multiple times in liquid xenon, generating both scintillation photon and ionization charge carrier. Scintillation photons are collected by 64 PFT around the 2-time projection chamber, while charge carrier are collected by a segmented anode. The anode measures the transverse coordinate and the electron drift time, and the longitudinal coordinate is deduced from the time difference between the scintillation and ionization signal. So, by combining temporarily the scintillation and ionization signal, the position of each interaction is reconstructed. This allows for the full reconstruction of the gamma ray trajectory and as well on the source position by triangulating them. So, in fact, the number of photons collected by each PMT depends on the interaction position. And the PMT converts the detected photon into a proportional number of photoelectrons, generating an output signal in form of charge, with its amplitude is proportional to the number of photons detected. Also, the detection volume can be segmented virtually based on the PMT's field of view. And thanks to the segmentation of the detection volume, the distribution of photoelectrons across the PMT can be analyzed to spatially reconstruct the interaction position from the scintillation signal. This allows for the spatial and temporal combination of scintillation and ionization signal from the same interaction, leading to better reconstruction of interaction while limiting the number of pile-up events. However, the total number of photoelectrons per PMT can reach several hundreds, and the current electronic based on the single time over threshold method are not precise enough for large photoelectron count. So an upgrade is needed to improve the precision in this condition. So a new prototype has been developed to replace the current electronic using the multi-time over threshold method to measure photon arrival time and the number of photoelectrons. Each photoelectron detected by the PMT generates a signal charge shaped into a Gaussian pulse. And the amplitude of this pulse is proportional to the total number of photoelectrons. And 4 comparators with adjustable threshold trigger a logic signal when the pulse crosses a threshold. And the logic signal is measured over time using the FPGA clock with a time step of 5 nanoseconds. And the duration of this signal is proportional to the integrated charge, which depends on the number of photoelectrons. And the leading edge of the logic signal indicates photon arrival time. So using 4 thresholds at different levels generate multiple complementary logic signal, improving measurement accuracy. So here, a calibration protocol was used to define the threshold levels. Test bench, including a pulse generator, the XSRAM prototype, and the FPGA Spartan 6 for data acquisition was used. The goal is to convert the first threshold from digital step to physical unit using S-curve fitting method. And from the S-curve, the injected charge equivalent to the first threshold voltage is determined. So the PMT are calibrated so that the detection of 1 photoelectron corresponds to this injected charge. And this sets the first threshold at 1 photoelectron, acting as a veto between noise and scintillation signals. And the other threshold are set at multiple of this injected charge at 4, 16, and 64 photoelectrons. And here, this figure shows the variation of tot, so the tot is the duration of the logic signal, of tot value measured on the test bench. In fact, different charge representing photoelectrons were injected. And this figure displays the photoelectron distribution for 4 thresholds. And as you can see, the evolution is nonlinear with saturation at higher tot value. For example, at 70 photoelectrons, tot value vary at lower threshold but are more stable at higher one. So higher threshold improve precision and cover a wider range. However, the test bench is not efficient enough to fully represent Xenon 2 condition, so simulation is needed. To explain that, on the bench, signals are generated periodically, while in liquid xenon, photons are emitted asynchronously. And additionally, the actual PMT charge can vary by up to 50% for each photoelectron detected. And so this study simulates how this condition affects the measurement of photoelectrons and arrival time. And to do that, we use a Gaussian model for 1 photoelectron. And random delay is applied for each photon to simulate asynchronous emission. And PMT gain variation is modeled with a normal distribution, and this factor increases the uncertainty in tot measurement. So, as you can see here, perturbation under Xenon 2 condition can cause the same tot value to correspond to different number of photoelectrons. So this can lead to inaccuracy in determining the true number of photoelectrons generated. So to address this, multiple simulations are run, and for each set of tot value, the mean and standard deviation are calculated. This statistical approach helps account for the variability introduced by the perturbation. And the result is a conversion table that associate each set of 4 tot value with a specific number of photoelectrons providing a more reliable estimate by factoring in the expected variation and uncertainty. So here, the relative uncertainty calculated as the ratio between the standard deviation and the mean value is used to evaluate the multi-time over threshold method's resolution. Also, it's very important to understand that the variation of PMT charge cannot be eliminated, and the gray curve in this figure represents the maximum resolution achievable. And in this figure, you can clearly see the contribution of each threshold to the measurement of the number of photoelectrons. And the resolution obtained with the multi-time over threshold method is compared to that current electronic based on the single time over threshold method. And the multi-time over threshold show a significant improvement in precision, up by 70% for high signal. And for the reconstruction of the scintillation time walk is a temporal variation of the logic signal leading edge, and it depends on the amplitude of the Gaussian signal and the number of photoelectrons. To accurately determine the arrival time of the scintillation signal, a time mode correction must be applied for each threshold. And with multiple threshold, up to 4 different time mode correction can be applied. The arrival time of the scintillation signal is calculated considering the time mode variation for each threshold, and the time revolution of the reconstructed time for each photoelectron value is calculated. And the multi-time over threshold method improves the temporal reconstruction accuracy by 20 to 30% compared to the current electronic. So, to conclude, a new electronic board using multi-time over threshold method was developed to improve gamma ray and photoelectron detection in XEMIS 2. The prototype showed a 70% improvement in the photoelectron reconstruction and a 20 to 30% increase in the signal arrival time accuracy. And in the future, integrating this board into an ASIC would help miniature the system, improving performance and facilitating its integration into the detector. Thank you for your listening.